I'm genuinely flabbergasted. I am fed up with gym memberships being absolutely impossible to cancel. I'm not the only one. Like at some point, I think gyms may have been a noble business, but at this point, it is purely predatory. I am signed up for a gym here in New York City. The gym is, you're not gonna believe, is $175 a month, which is theft, by the way. I'm traveling for a couple weeks over the next month. And I asked them like, hey, can I freeze my gym membership from September 24th to November 5th? It hit me with the Uno reverse saying, actually, when you sign the contract, you can only freeze from the 1st to the 1st. And I was like, well, if it's the 1st to the 1st, I'm going to be there for most of that time. So maybe I did want to use the gym. She's like, do you want me to go ahead and start your freeze? Freeze is $25 a month. I have to pay to not be able to go there. I'm sorry, what? First of all, they wouldn't even let me do the freeze that I wanted. Second of all, I had to pay to not be able to go to the gym. I could not believe it. Okay, well, what if I just canceled it? Yeah, sure, you can cancel, but we need a 30-day notice if you're going to cancel. And I'm like, 30-day notice for what? It's not like a job where I have to carry over responsibilities when I quit a job. Oh, you got to give 2-week notice. It's ridiculous and it's criminal. So I'm like, okay, I have to pay another month. Whatever my gym membership, whenever I want to end, I got to pay another month. If you canceled, this was around like the 5th or 6th of the month. I already paid for that month. So my 30-day notice is actually extending into the next month. So I'm paying the full next month as well. I have to pay for 2 months. I am at this point losing my fucking mind. And it might be worth remembering, how did we get here? This all starts because you go into a gym and you're all motivated and shit. And you're like, oh, I'm going to become the best version of myself, blah, blah, blah. You walk into the gym and they sell you a dream. This gym specifically is like, oh, come on in. We'll get you a free personal training session. Cool. Unlimited classes. You get a smoothie. Here, take a smoothie. I'm like, oh, a smoothie. Okay, here's a backpack. I'm like, take a backpack. Perfect. Thank you. They shower you with all this shit and then they present to you the fucking Lord of the Rings sized documents. And I'm like, bro, I'm expected to read this. No. Just sign here, and here, and here, and you're good. Trust me. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, this is month to month, right? He's like, yeah, this is month to month. First of all, month to month is crazy because how come it takes 2 months to cancel? So that's how we get here. They bring you in with this personal training session, the smoothies and the fucking gift cards and the backpacks and all this shit. And then you realize I've signed a blood oath to the fucking gods to get out of this. It is harder to get out of this contract than to go to the fucking gym. Listen, I didn't just want to make this video to rant about something. I actually wanted to talk about, and I know we took the really long way there, about the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission is coming out with something that is great. I can actually hop over to share my screen. Hold on. Oh, why do I have this up? Yeah, it was a Reddit post about someone talking about why is it legal for gyms to force you to cancel in person, which is a very common thing, which is like, oh, you can't cancel the phone, you can't cancel online. How is that not anti-consumer? And why is everyone collectively okay with this? And that's a great question that the FTC sought to resolve. And more specifically, I want to really highlight Lena Khan because she is dope and really cares about consumers. And we fuck with Lena Khan, okay? So there's this Vox article, which is, it actually extends a little bit beyond gyms, but essentially what they proposed, and we'll get to that in a second, is as easy as it was to subscribe, it should be just as easy to cancel. So if it's a one-click subscription, it should be a one-click unsubscription. And that's what the FTC wants here. So everything is a subscription these days, and sometimes these subscriptions are really hard to cancel intentionally. That's the important part. They know if they make it hard for you to cancel, you might just kind of give up and be like, okay, well, I can't cancel. Fuck it. Whatever it is. What is it, $10 a month? Sure. So then they announced on Thursday, this was back in March, I believe. Yes. The click to cancel rule, which would enforce businesses to make it just as easy to sign off as it was to sign up. And that will be true to gyms as well. This is the FTC's official blog post about this on March 23rd. About how they are proposing the click to cancel. And some good news is that it actually passed in August. So the US government, I think they dubbed the initiative, so August 12th, 2024, they dubbed the initiative Time is Money, which is essentially trying to give some power and give some making the lives of some consumers a little bit easier moving into the future. And it actually got passed and ratified. So there may actually be a little bit of, there might be a light at the end of the tunnel. I want to use this opportunity to call out the fact that it's really incredible to have someone fighting for us, like the normal people on the ground who are being impacted by like high inflation, and who corporations at the end of the day have infinite incentive to be greedy. It's really cool to me to see that the government finally cares and is going to try to stop mergers that will make our lives worse, or is going to try to put in policies like this that are going to help us. I think it's really cool the work that she's doing. I wanted to highlight it a bit and talk about how frustrating these gym cancellations could be, and that there may be a light at the end of the tunnel. I hope you found that a little bit interesting. It was something that I wanted to highlight because I read about this recently and I thought that it was pretty cool. I would love to hear about some of your gym horror stories trying to get out of a gym membership, because I think a lot of people have been in that same boat. So that would be pretty interesting to hear about. As usual, thank you for watching this video. I hope you subscribe and catch some of my other videos if you find them interesting. I usually just talk about something I find interesting and want to highlight. I don't know. Peace.